Why is Virgo symbolized by the wheat? When you think of the zodiac, some symbols strike immediately with power. Aries with the ram, Leo with the lion, Scorpio with the scorpion. They roar, they sting, they burn. But Virgo? Virgo is symbolized by wheat. At first, it almost feels too simple, too quiet, too humble compared to the ferocity of the others. But that simplicity is exactly the point. To understand why Virgo carries wheat as its emblem, you have to look deeper at what wheat represents, at how it sustains life, and how its symbolism threads perfectly into the Virgo soul. Wheat is not loud. It doesn't demand your attention like thunder in the sky. It grows quietly, patiently, golden under the sun, swaying in rhythm with the wind. You could pass a field of wheat without realizing you are looking at survival itself. That is Virgo. Understated, modest, not always recognized in the moment, but vital, absolutely essential. Virgo's strength is not in spectacle, but in what they sustain. Think of what wheat provides. It is the foundation of nourishment. Entire civilizations have risen and fallen on the back of wheat harvests. Without it, there was famine, collapse, despair. With it, there was stability, growth, and future. This is why Virgo is symbolized by wheat, because they too are the quiet providers, the unseen foundation upon which so much depends. They may not always stand in the spotlight, but remove them, and suddenly the entire structure begins to crumble. Look closely at wheat. Each stalk bends with the wind, yet refuses to break. That's Virgo resilience. They are adaptable but firm, flexible but enduring. They don't collapse under pressure. They find ways to keep going, quietly, steadily, unshakably. Their endurance is not always dramatic. It is subtle, persistent, patient. Just like the stalk of wheat, they may bow under storms, but when the skies clear, they are still standing. But wheat is not just about survival, it is also about transformation. A grain of wheat alone cannot feed you. It must be harvested, ground, baked, turned into bread. Virgo embodies this same transformation. They take the raw, unshaped chaos of life and refine it. Where others overlook the small details, Virgo notices. Where others rush, Virgo slows down to perfect. Where others abandon what feels insignificant, Virgo turns those tiny pieces into something meaningful. That is their gift. The ability to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary through patience, precision, and care. And then there is purity. Wheat grows clean and golden from the earth, touched only by sun and soil. Virgo carries this same purity within them, not a naive innocence, but an authenticity that is rare in this world. They are not drawn to facades or illusions. They value truth, sincerity, and raw honesty. To love a Virgo is to be seen, not the polished, curated version of yourself, but the unfiltered truth you hide from the world. Virgo sees it all, and instead of recoiling, they choose to refine it, to help it grow. Yet wheat also carries sacrifice within its symbolism. To nourish others, it must be cut, crushed, and broken. Virgo lives this paradox too. They give, they serve, they sacrifice pieces of themselves quietly for the people they love. You will rarely hear a Virgo brag about their sacrifices, but they make them daily. They are the ones who carry the weight silently so others can feel lighter. They are the ones who notice the details that everyone else misses. They are the ones who hold the structure together while others chase the spotlight. But do not mistake this humility for weakness. Wheat may be simple, but it has been the backbone of human survival for thousands of years. And Virgo may be quiet, but they are the backbone of every life they touch. Their strength lies in being necessary. Without Virgo's consistency, without their grounded nature, without their devotion to building and sustaining, things fall apart. They don't need to roar, because their presence is already unshakable. And just like wheat can become both bread for the hungry and fields of abundance for entire nations, Virgo brings both practicality and prosperity into life. They may not always be the ones to dream the biggest dreams, but they are the ones who make dreams possible. They plant, they cultivate, they harvest. Their process is not glamorous, but it is vital. They build lives not on fantasy, but on structure, effort, and endurance. Virgo is symbolized by wheat because they represent both resilience and necessity. They are not flashy, but they are enduring. They are not loud, but they are unforgettable. In a world obsessed with noise, Virgo is the quiet voice of precision, the subtle touch of refinement, the steady foundation that holds everything together. Wheat also symbolizes abundance and fertility. A single stalk of wheat may seem small, but together, an entire field can feed millions. Virgo reflects this same principle. Alone, they are strong. But when their efforts compound, when their small, consistent actions build upon one another, they create abundance that sustains everyone around them. Virgo teaches us that true power doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it is hidden in the smallest details. Sometimes it looks like patience, sacrifice, or humility. But in the end, it is stronger than the loudest roar, because what is louder than survival itself? What is more powerful than the hand that feeds? This is why Virgo is symbolized by wheat, because wheat is not just a plant, it is life, resilience, patience, sacrifice, and abundance. It is modest yet vital, humble yet essential, just like Virgo. So the next time you picture Virgo, don't think of them as quiet or plain. Think of the golden wheat swaying under the late summer sun. Simple, yes, but without it, there is nothing. That is Virgo's power, to be the quiet force that sustains the world. If you're a Virgo, drop your birthday in the comments and let the world know you are the roots, the harvest, the strength that feeds it all.